Asaf, I heard all kind of theories starting to pop out now that everybody has lots of time to get devoured inside the World Wide Web.
Sure.
Um, that the coronavirus is caused by 5G wireless technology, which disrupted the environment, disrupted us, disrupted our immune systems. I've also heard that it's a biological weapon.
Wait. I think
Interesting.
the 5G thing, just to get it right. So
Yeah.
I think this the conspiracy theory or the speculation, however you want to relate to that, is that it is in order to help establish 5G. Like then, yeah, that's the thing.
No,
Like
no. So, well,
someone who wants 5G to happen creates the need by the
no, the
virus.
opposite, that they want to put out 5G for whatever business reasons they have, but it hasn't
Yeah.
been tested the same way. For example, asbestos was used. I don't know about Israel, but there was something called asbestos that was used to
Oh.
insulate houses, and
Yeah.
then later they find out it's cancer causing or whatever. So
Okay.
somebody has some kind of business agenda and they are using humans as guinea pigs. They don't test on them to see if it's actually healthy. So they say that the 5G radiation is not healthy for us, and it caused this disruption, which allowed
Okay.
the virus to.
Okay.
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 Also, Bill Gates has been in the news a lot lately.
Yeah.
And there are definitely lots and lots of stories flying around that the global elites, in order to reduce the population, in order to establish their new world order, um, that this is part of, this is one prong of their plan. And there's many other theories out there flying around, and I want to assure our viewers now that there's actually and this comes on very good authority, that there's actually a bigger force,
There's
a more powerful
a
force.
bigger conspiracy.
There's a bigger
There's a
conspiracy,
much bigger conspiracy. If you guys are
bigger.
looking for unveiling, uncovering the actual contriving force behind all of this, you're gonna get it now. Seth, tell him. Tell him what it
Okay,
is.
so what happens, because we have a 1 hour Facebook show, and because we spend about 30 seconds introducing the show, and then a minute talking about our guests, and then, a couple minutes bantering back and forth, we don't have the opportunity here to to uh, undress it in a way that it seemed that is like dramatic, or maybe as emotional as it actually is. Right? We talk about it in a very, very pragmatic way, and to get into it more in an emotional way. So then we would need to, people would need to check out the courses or the other videos and things like that. So we have a short amount of time here. We want to bring the what's happening in the world, what we're doing here in quarantine, in the light of the wisdom of Kabbalah, but in a very pragmatic way. And it's not we don't have really time to get into the what an emotional story it is, because like you said, it is the greatest conspiracy, that we've been living a certain way in a complete illusion. In fact, it says that we'll be like dreamers. We'll literally wake up like the entire life we've lived has been a complete dream. Our individualistic, our narrow-minded worldview that had us waking up every day and going out and exploiting everyone we come across in traffic, in the supermarket, in work, in all of our relations, at the bar. This egoistic worldview that is like the software that we're operating on caused the need in nature for nature to then come and teach us how to come to a path that to kind of do an update on our software, because otherwise, left to our own devices, if we didn't have corona, we would be marching towards a world war right now at a much faster pace. We would be marching towards total ecological collapse, and we had no way to stop that. So our life is pretty much worthless, each and every person. The value, the drama, the beauty comes when we reveal together where we're going, but we see that I could be a millionaire or I can have a small rental apartment. And according to nature, we're equal. I can have 5 doctorates on my wall, Nobel Prizes, or I didn't even finish high school. And according to nature, everybody go to your little cage, go back to your room like a dog in his doghouse, waiting to be told he can come out and get his bone. Spiritually, also nature has been very generous with us and gave us some time to do some soul searching now. And spiritually, spirituality has nothing to do with distance. Spirituality has nothing to do with dollars, how much money you have in your bank account, or how many diplomas you have. Spiritually, we are all equal. Everybody is equally valuable. Everybody is important, and it requires all of us together. Now, not everybody is awoken as has realized what's going on in that level yet, and they're still living what the Kabbalists call in their animal life.
But
setting the stage here.
Here's the conspiracy, though. Here's the conspiracy. Here's the big conspiracy for all of you guys who were, trying to uncover who's running the show and what is the show. It's true. There is a show that's going on. There is a script. And the conspirator, is there such a word? Conspirator?
You didn't grow up here, so we let
whatever, So the force that's driving and creating and crafting this narrative, this story, is a force of nature. When you say conspiracy, it implies, what does it imply? It implies that there is a bigger plan that is hidden from your eyes, and yet what you're seeing is just effects, consequences that have a deeper root, that have a deeper meaning, that have a deeper reason, and you're just, being played in a way. And it's true, according to the wisdom of Kabbalah, we are being played, but not by any flesh and blood human being. We're being played by nature itself. And what's the plan? What's the play? Where are we going? Where is nature going with this? It's going towards a spiritual revolution of mankind and the entire planet. That's where it's going. And that's why now we're at a point where this coronavirus is throwing a good show, It's basically saying, hey, I'm the great equalizer. I'm going to show you that whoever you are, wherever you are, how much you have, how much you've got, the haves, the have-nots, black, white, yellow, red, blue, culture, mentality, doesn't matter. You're all the same when it comes to nature's plan. You're all the same when it comes to the biggest conspiracy in reality, which is to drive us towards a whole new level of evolution. There's a frequency that we need to get on. There is a whole different plan that's going on. There's a conspiracy, but it's a good one. And once we understand that we're living in one, in a concealment, then we can start aspiring towards revelation. Revelation meaning just, understanding what nature wants from us, where nature is taking us, and in the context of today, what this virus is pushing us towards. And that's a good thing.